Welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list and market talk for the 8th of January. Let's go ahead and get into it. The Dow Jones was plus 100, the S&P 500 plus 18, and the Nasdaq was plus 85 points for the day. The markets start the week off on a positive note, continuation from Friday's gain on the Dow of 754 points. We are about 9 to 10% off the lows on some of the indices. The IBB and the XBI have had a bigger move off the lows. LOXO was bought out today by Lilly, LLY, and Celgene last week was bought out by Bristol Myers, BMY. So that's pushing up the XBI and the IBB. Trump will be speaking 9 p.m. on Tuesday night on the government shutdown. Then he'll be traveling to the southern border to take a look at the issues going on down there. CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, continues on this week. JP Morgan is doing their healthcare conference this week. Trade talks between the U.S. and China will continue this week. So that's some of the things to keep an eye on: the government shutdown, trade negotiation. The Brexit vote will be taken on January 15th, so that's next week. And next week starts off JP Morgan earnings. They kick off the earnings next week. Amazon, Netflix, and Nvidia had very strong days today. So those three stocks did very well. So as you can see here, the NASDAQ composite was up 84 points. The Dow Jones was up almost 100 points for the day. The IBB percentage-wise for the day was up almost 3.5% for the day. And so a very good day in the markets. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY. So basically right now we've got this nice continuation on the SPY. We are back above the 20 SMA on the SPY, so we don't want anything making the markets push all the way down at a fast pace. We don't mind some consolidation. We wouldn't mind a small pullback here. So we'll see how this is going to play out going forward this week. Let's see, we have, a nice continuation move. We did get up past that 254 level. We still have the 260 level on the SPY. If we look at the SPX on the cash, the S&P 500, let's look at it on the weekly chart just to get a reference point. We have now bounced off that 200 SMA off the weekly chart for the SPX. So next number up ahead is around this 2600 where that breakdown occurred. So a lot of folks are watching this resistance area of 2600 on the S&P 500. So let's take a quick look at the SPY on an intraday basis. So at the open, they pushed us down to about this 252 area. Then they pushed us back up. We stalled out around this 254 spot. We finally cleared that. You see the consolidation that went on there. And then we pushed up into the highs of that 256. We closed pushing down from that 256 area. We bounced back up into the close right off of VWAP here. And then in the after hours, we're just going sideways right now on the SPY. Some news that came out after the bell tonight. This news courtesy of the Trade Exchange, built for traders by traders, a very good news service. Yelp was started at a hold on Needham. Not much reaction in the after hours. ANGI gets a buy at Needham. Not much reaction in the after hours on ANGI. LMNR initiated with an overweight at Stevens. LMNR. That stock just not doing too much in the after hours also. Some other news that came out: Cree had some news after the bell with STM. You can pause the video, read that for yourself. Also, we had a TERP, TERP, started with an overweight at Barclays, TERP. That stock ticking up a little bit in the after hours, solar stock. Nvidia introduces a Drive Autopilot, world's first commercially available level 2 plus automated driving system. That news coming from Nvidia. NVIDIA had a very good day. We'll get more into NVIDIA in a moment. Some top insider purchases that came out after the bell: CVNA, IFF, ESPR, and DFRG all had some insider purchases. Billy was upgraded, BILI, a China stock upgraded to overweight at Morgan Stanley, BILI. That stock was moving up in the after hours tonight. Samsung had some news after the bell tonight. Samsung expects earnings to remain subdued in quarter one. Samsung quarter four earnings decreased on lackluster demand in memory. So that might affect Apple. We'll see. Right now, no reaction to that from Apple after the bell at the moment. So this news was brought to you courtesy of the Trade Exchange. Some trades that we did in this service today. NVIDIA was one of our top gainers for the day. We got into NVIDIA. You can see the alert right here. NVIDIA was alerted at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. NVIDIA over 138.75. We were giving it about a 75-cent stop. Never came back to threaten our stop. NVIDIA, once it got over 138.75, and the stock moved up over 144 on NVDA. Another stock that we traded in the service today was Micron Technologies. And you can see that was posted in the room at 9:33 a.m. Eastern Time. MU over 33.65 with a stop of 33.50. Also, these alerts are announced over the microphone in the service. What put Micron on our watch list was that BMO Capital gave the stock a price target increase up to $50. So we were watching MU. It got up over that 33.65. The stock moved up to over $34, $34.33, and continued on. Full disclosure, I'm still holding some MU. Kramer was out on his show tonight also saying that he thought Micron was a buy, so a little tick up here in Micron in the after hours tonight. From Kramer. Another stock that we called in the service was CRON over 1205. This is a marijuana cannabis play. So it got up over that 1205 and finally broke up over this 1210, 1215 area. We got in down here on CRON, and the stock is currently trading in the after hours at 1250. So that call was alerted in the service at 9:58 a.m. Eastern Time. So CRON giving us a nice move. So that's some of the alerts that we did at zozostockwatch.com. We're an alert service and an educational service. Come check out my service. I appreciate that our channel is building up. I would greatly appreciate it if when you watch the video, after you watch it, or during the time that you're watching the video, if you feel that I've provided you with good information, just hit this like button down here. That would be greatly appreciated if you could do that. If you have not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell for notifications when we make a new video. Thanks so much for the support of the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that watch list now. First up on our watch list is going to be ADRO. So ADRO had 4.1 million shares traded in this. It's been stalling out around this 325 area on ADRO. So I'll keep this one on watch. As you can see, it's trying to get up over the blue line, the moving average here, and that range, top of the range. So this one will be on watch for tomorrow. Amrin will also be on watch. Actually had a very strong day right from the gate. Now, I did not get a trade on this one today, but Amrin will be on watch tomorrow to see if it'll set up intraday. Another name that I'm going to be watching is APHA, as that is starting to turn the corner. We had 6 million shares traded in APHA. It's holding above the fast moving averages. Has that $6.50, $7 area up above. Here's the intraday. It did have a very strong close tonight going into the bell, so that one will be on watch for tomorrow. AXL will also be on watch. Now, this name had unusual options activity today in the name, and I'll go ahead and bring over the information from the Trade Exchange. So AXL was one that they put out in their service with unusual options activity. January 12 call activity on AXL. It's a auto parts maker, so that'll be on watch. And while I have this up, SPWR also had unusual call activity. CAG, MPC, NEO, a Chinese stock electric car maker, also had unusual call activity. MNST, PEGI, and INTC, Intel call activity. So that's some stocks courtesy of the trade exchange with call activity. Let's go ahead and continue on with the watch list. AXSM had news this morning, so this one will be on watch. We actually traded this in the pre-market today as it broke over $4. $4.25. We got a nice push up in the pre-market on this name. I never traded it for the rest of the day, but it did end up making a nice move intraday on that one, so that'll be on watch. Billy, B-I-L-I, with that upgrade from Morgan Stanley, that'll be watched, actually making new highs in the after hours tonight on BILI, trading at 14.59. Another name in the China stocks that's been a recent IPO. HUYA was also getting some buying today. 2.1 million shares came into this name, so that'll be on watch. IQ also a recent IPO. China name getting above the fast moving averages. Over 10 million shares came into IQ, so this one will be on watch for tomorrow. Some other names that I'll have on watch for tomorrow. BLPH had a nice move up today. On this name, 1.7 million shares, a biotech name. So the highs on this name, we had a high of $1.14. We're holding above $1. 1.7 million shares. We're getting over the 50 spot on the RSI. BLPH will be on watch. Blue, this one is possible, all right? Rumor has it. Don't hold me to this, but Blue, possible takeover candidate. We had Celgene taken out by Bristol Myers. LOXO was taken out by Lilly, LLY. So Blue is being bandied about as another one that could be taken over. But if you just looked at the chart itself, you see that it's trying to get up over the 50 SMA. The high on this name was 114.97, so maybe over that 115 area on BLU. Triple CL will be on watch for tomorrow. Still has that $1.75 area. Was quiet today on this name, so we'll keep it on watch. CNET was getting some buying today. A little light in the volume, but we'll see if there's any kind of setup intraday on that name, CNET. CRM, Salesforce will be on watch for tomorrow. The high today on this name was 143.39. Good volume came into it. We are above that 50 spot on RSI. So CRM, Salesforce will be on watch. Facebook will also be on watch for tomorrow. We have that 139 area up ahead. The 50 SMA on Facebook is at 140.13. All right, so keep that one on watch. It's coming up to the top of the range. Maybe it gets up over that and pushes through that 50 and the 140 level. MRIN, now this one made a huge move up to $12. We've pulled back about half, to about the 50% retracement here on MRIN. It's holding above the 200 SMA. If they could ever get this thing back over, 580, 575 to make that U-turn, I'll have this one on watch, MRIN. Micron will be on watch again. Full disclosure, I am in Micron as we speak, but Micron made a nice move today on that upgrade, so this will be on watch again for tomorrow. Watching NBEV to see if it can get up over this 570, 575 area on NBEV. We tried it today, just wouldn't go. It took a small loss in NBEV today, but it'll be back on watch for tomorrow. NEO with that unusual call activity, nothing going on in the after hours, but you can see from this chart around that 650, 655 area, that'll be on watch for tomorrow. It did pop when the unusual call activity came out. They moved it up to about 660. So if it gets going tomorrow, we'll see if it can clear this 655 spot for a NEO. NVAX has been holding up okay. Small stock under that 240 area, 230 area. Volume today over 16 million shares traded in NVAX. So this one will be on watch for tomorrow. NVAX. STX might want to get going with MU starting to move up, and also WDC is another data storage supplier. So this one might start to break out above the 20 SMA. So I'll have those two on watch to see if they move in sympathy with Micron, if Micron moves up tomorrow. Tops was popping into the close tonight, TOPS. If you like these shippers and the under $1 stocks, Tops was making and getting some volume into the close. Dries finally broke out. Dry ships, we spoke about it on the video last night, made a nice move here on DRYS on 1.4 million shares. Dries, has that. Let's see, the high here was 690. We're at 675. So a bit of a chase now. Let's see if it consolidates a little bit or maybe pulls back a little bit for Dries. But keep Tops on watch. You could also keep GLBS, another shipper that was starting to make that turn and get up over the fast moving averages. We have $3.62 up ahead. So maybe over that 365 area for GLBS. Let's see if there's anything else on my list. TLRY kind of forming that wedge pattern here. For me, it would probably have to get up over 72.50 area for TLRY. Now, intraday, this thing can have wide spreads. So if you do trade this intraday, play it small on TLRY, but maybe over that 72.50 to get us out of this wedge and break us back up. So we'll see. TRXC had a nice volume today, 4.2 million shares on this name. The high on this name was 275. So over that 275 spot, maybe we get a nice move in TRXC. Keep an eye on it. I think that's about it for the stocks. ENDP, that one started to make a U-turn today. So I'll have it on watch. Volume was 6.8 million shares on ENDP. So that one popping up. CLVS also had a nice turn here above the fast moving averages. Also above the 50 SMA. 4.7 million shares came into that one. Let's see, CNET, I'm not sure if we talked about this one. I think we did, yeah, lower volume on this one. Nice pop, so keep CNET on your watch. Let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. Lastly, a couple of others. More for swing trades. Maybe you want to take a look at this ALRM. This one trying to get up over that 52 area. ALRM, some expanding volume came into this. And then lastly, this will be the last one, ZS, right? This one making a kind of a breakout move here. As you can see on the chart, coming out of this consolidation, has that $44 area up ahead. We have a high here of $43.98. We had a previous high here of $44. So keep an eye, maybe if it gets up over that 44.25 spot on Zscaler. It's in the software infrastructure sector, and these stocks have been very strong. Even Workday had a good day. Splunk, SPLK has been very strong. TTD, Team. So keep your eye on ZS. Okta also had a very good day today. So those are some strong names. So keep an eye on ZS and ALRM for possible moves. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Please hit that like button if this video has helped you at all. We'll be doing another video for tomorrow night. If you'd like to try my service for your first month, we charge $30 for 30 days for new users. We'd love to have you in the service. We're a very professional service, and we are a swing trade and day trading service. All right, everybody have a good day trading tomorrow. We'll be back at it with another video tomorrow night.